Gauteng police have launched a manhunt for 3 suspects believed to be involved in the attempted assassination of the SABC's chief audit executive, Thami Zikode. Another suspect is in police custody after Zikode was shot last night after leaving his office in Auckland Park in Johannesburg. It's believed that the suspect was injured when Zikode shot back during the attack. Other suspects fled. A firearm was recovered on the scene, and the getaway car was later found near Southgate. Zikode was followed by a car when he left his office in Auckland Park late last night, and upon his arrival at his gate, the assailants started shooting at his car. He was not harmed. The incident was reported at Moffat View Police Station and is now the subject of a police investigation.
A 32-year-old suspect was arrested, and we also recovered a firearm and ammunition after a senior executive of SABC was attacked last night when arriving at his place of residence. We launched a manhunt for the suspects that are still at large. We believe that the suspects, they were 4 when they attacked the victim. The 3 suspects are still at large. We are appealing to the community that if there's anyone who's got information that can assist us apprehend these suspects that are still at large, they can call the nearest police station.
Now, to give us a little bit more on the attempted assassination of Thami Zikode, we were joined a little bit earlier in the studio by board chairperson Bongumusa Makhathini, who said no amount of intimidation will deter the SABC from going ahead with their forensic investigations.
Yes, indeed. It is really shocking and really painful for what has happened. But we thank God that Zikode is safe and he managed to defend himself and is unharmed.
How was it discovered that the car was following him from the SABC? And are there other incidences that we're not necessarily aware of? Is there a war brewing?
Certainly. I mean, we've embarked on this cleanup campaign where we need to make sure that we attend to all the reports, the Public Protector's report, the SIU report, and our own internal forensic investigations that has produced about 180 forensic reports that we have to follow through. We have to hold people accountable. We have to drive consequence management. It is the right thing to do. And Zikode is at the helm of driving that cleanup because SABC is a national treasure. And as a result of that, we have to defend it, and we really want South Africans to understand what we're going through and what we're trying to do to clean up this place.
Chairperson, are you saying there is a fight back to the efforts of the board to clean up the SABC? Certainly
there is a fight back. If you look at the reports that are being covered in the media, there are people who we are trying to make sure that we hold them accountable for what they may have done wrong. And if you look at what Zikode is the role is about at the SABC and him being attacked like what it happened last night, it is clear that there are people who are really fighting back the effort of trying to clean up this place. But at the end of the day, no amount of intimidation or whatsoever that will stop us from doing what is right. As the board, we are fully behind our executive to do what is right, to bring order in this place.
How is he?
He's in good health. I've just had an hour meeting with him and his family. He's safe, he's okay, and he's not deterred, he's not discouraged. He's prepared to continue driving this. And for the first time, SABC has got the right executive, the right people in the right roles to really drive this cleanup campaign.
Are you going to have to provide protection for him going forward?
At this stage, I wouldn't really want to give too much detail because it might compromise the security of Mr. Zikode, that's one. But secondly, we want to give police space to do the investigation, and we don't want to do anything that can somehow compromise what the SAPS is busy with at the moment. But we'll make sure that he's safe.
Are you getting a sense that he's willing to continue with his work? Is he committed?
He's fully committed. I mean, I was actually shocked. I said, do you need some counseling? Do you need any support? He said, Chairperson, I'm basically confident in what I'm doing and I'm prepared to do this because it is the right thing to do. And we commend people like him who are really prepared to go an extra mile in doing what is right for South Africa. And it's the only way we can move this country forward, to having people who are determined and who are dedicated to do the right thing, no matter what intimidation they get as they do their duty.
Are you able to tell us where the pushback is coming from specifically?
I mean, what I would want to really explain is that there is about 5 reports that inform a lot of actions that the SABC is busy with. There is a public protector report which came up with a number of recommendations. And as the SABC, we have to make sure that we implement those recommendations. It's not a matter of whether you want to do it or not. It's compulsory for us. Yeah. It is binding for the SABC to do that. Then there is an SIU. They've done a number of investigations. Out of that, there's about 38 matters. About 23 of those are DC matters, and some are litigation matters. There is a third aspect that talks to Auditor General report, which also has come up with a number of irregular expenditure, a lot of things that have gone wrong, and we are expected as a board to ensure that we support the executive in driving consequence management. There was an ad hoc parliamentary report also that also came up with a number of other things that we need to implement. But the last aspect talked to our own internal forensic investigation, which produced about 180 reports, and all of those talk to people who did certain things wrong, and we are expected to hold those people accountable. And you'll understand it. I mean, this place has been poorly run. People have been doing things in the manner that they want. They've stolen money, they've compromised our policies and contravened our policies. And as a result of that, as we drive this campaign and doing what is right, of course other people will feel uncomfortable. And as the board, we have to support the executive and be fully behind what they are doing in making sure that we leave no stone unturned and there are no holy cows. Anybody and everybody who's done something wrong will be held to account.
In one of the SIU matters, specifically against Sekela Xabiso, the court recently found against the SABC. Is that a setback?
It is not a setback. We will be appealing. I mean, our own lawyers and the SIU have set, and they're planning the strategy going forward, because at the end of the day, you will have those kind of setbacks, but it won't deter us from doing what is right.